Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into one of the most insightful books on personal finance and wealth building, The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. This book isn't just about how to make money, it's about how to think about money and how our behaviors and emotions impact our financial decisions. In this video, I'm going to break down the core principles of this book, highlight key ideas and stories, and show you how psychology plays a massive role in your financial life. Housel explores concepts like the importance of long-term thinking, financial independence, and how our personal biases can shape our financial destinies. So if you're ready to improve your money mindset, understand your financial decisions better, and build lasting wealth, let's jump right in. The first part of The Psychology of Money introduces us to the idea that financial success is not just about knowledge or intelligence. Instead, it's about understanding the psychology behind your decisions. Morgan Housel argues that your relationship with money is shaped by personal experiences, emotions, and behavior, not just the facts or figures that come with financial education. Quote, "Doing well with money has little to do with how smart you are and a lot to do with how you behave." Morgan Housel. Housel explains that behaviors like patience, temperance, and long-term thinking are often what separate successful investors from unsuccessful ones. The goal is not to become a financial genius, but rather to develop sound, consistent, and disciplined financial habits that align with your long-term goals. One of the most profound concepts in The Psychology of Money is the influence of luck and risk. Housel explains that financial outcomes are often not purely a result of our efforts. Luck and risk play major roles, and understanding this is key to managing expectations and avoiding feelings of failure when things go wrong. We often overestimate the role of skill and underestimate the role of luck in financial success. Morgan Housel. Housel uses real-life stories like Warren Buffett to show that some of the most successful individuals in the world were also lucky in various ways. For example, Buffett was born in an era that was economically favorable for building wealth, and he had a unique set of circumstances that aligned with his business philosophy. Understanding the role of luck helps you stay grounded, avoid comparing yourself to others, and focus on long-term financial health. One of the most powerful ideas in The Psychology of Money is the concept of compounding, not just in financial terms but in life and investments. Housel explains that small, consistent actions can lead to massive results over time, especially in investing. He emphasizes that compounding is not just a matter of math but of patience, and that this is the true secret to wealth. The greatest returns come from the most boring, consistent things, repeated over a long period of time. Morgan Housel. Compounding doesn't just apply to money. It applies to our habits, relationships, and learning. Small efforts over time lead to exponential growth. Housel draws on examples of some of the wealthiest individuals who accumulated their fortunes not through big bets but through steady and consistent investments over decades. The next major theme Housel explores is the role of time and behavior in wealth building. He makes the case that the best investors are those who have time on their side, and those who understand that wealth building is a marathon, not a sprint. Time is the most valuable asset you have. You can't get it back, and it compounds in ways money can't. Morgan Housel. This law of compounding applies to the time you invest. People often overestimate what they can achieve in a year and underestimate what they can achieve in a decade. This chapter emphasizes the importance of long-term thinking in financial planning, career success, and personal growth. One of the core principles of personal finance is living below your means, and Housel highlights this throughout the book. He points out that wealth doesn't always come from high income or big bonuses, but from saving money and living frugally. It's not how much money you make, but how much you keep. Morgan Housel. In this part of the book, Housel explains that the most successful individuals are not necessarily the ones who earn the most but the ones who are smart with their spending and make deliberate choices about what they value. Financial independence doesn't come from having a high-paying job. It comes from spending wisely, saving consistently, and investing prudently over time. Housel also explores the dangers of debt and the importance of financial independence. Debt can act as a massive weight around your neck, preventing you from building wealth and achieving your goals. He advocates for becoming financially free, where you can make decisions based on what you want rather than what you owe. The ability to say no to things that are unnecessary is the path to financial freedom. Morgan Housel. Financial freedom means having control over your time and choices, and it's a key theme in the book. Once you're financially independent, you're not working for a paycheck. You're working because you choose to. In a world of social media, it's easy to fall victim to FOMO, fear of missing out, and feel like you need to keep up with the Joneses. But Housel warns against this mindset. explaining that the pursuit of material wealth and external validation will not lead to lasting happiness or true wealth. The most successful people are often the ones who are least concerned with impressing others. Morgan Housel. He stresses the importance of self-contentment and authenticity in financial decisions. When you stop trying to keep up with everyone else, you can focus on what truly matters, whether it's saving for the future, investing in things that bring joy, or living a life that aligns with your true values. In this section, Housel discusses the influence of the past on our financial decisions. Our history, upbringing, and experiences shape how we view money and risk. People who grow up in times of economic instability tend to be more conservative in their financial decisions, while those who have had more financial abundance might take more risks. Risk is often invisible. What happens in the past can make us more cautious, but understanding risk can make you wealthier. Morgan Housel. Understanding your personal history with money and acknowledging how it impacts your behavior can lead to smarter financial decisions. This section teaches you to recognize your biases, understand the role of past experiences, and minimize emotional reactions in financial decision-making. In the final section of the book, Housel explores the connection between spending and happiness. People often believe that spending money on things will bring them happiness, but Housel argues that true happiness comes from experiences, personal growth, and the freedom to live life on your own terms. Spending money on experiences tends to bring more lasting happiness than buying material goods. Morgan Housel. Housel encourages readers to reflect on what truly brings joy and to align your spending with your values rather than chasing temporary gratification. True wealth is not about accumulating things, but about creating a life you love. To wrap things up, The Psychology of Money offers profound insights into how we think about money, how our personal biases shape our financial decisions, and how understanding human psychology can help us build lasting wealth. By focusing on patience, long-term thinking, and sound financial habits, you can achieve financial freedom and live the life you've always dreamed of. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos on personal finance, self-improvement, and life transformation. Let me know in the comments. What is the most valuable insight from The Psychology of Money that you will apply in your life? Start today by changing the way you think about money, and watch how it transforms your financial future.